You, sir, are probably not working out hard enough.
How? How?
I know. Story of my life, too. I usually get told I'm not working hard enough, and then the moment I apply myself, I see some results. First, let's do some warm-ups, and I can take you into my lab. Okay, so my intentions today is to take you through my leg session and kind of show you the threshold you should be pushing yourself at through each exercise. Damn, just carrying this was hard. But first, we gotta get ourselves through some mobility drills, get loosened up, and get the muscles activated and primed for our lifts. Oh yeah, that one was good.
Hold on, pause.
Don't forget the other side. Sorry, I had to put my shirt on. I don't want to show off too much. There's a thing called rate of perceived exertion, RPE for short. What is it? It tells you how you feel during your lifts and how hard you should be pushing yourself. Now, although I do have legs of a chicken, my goal is to grow them out and get them a little bit more rounded and more defined. I'm working on it, okay? Give me time. I don't think I could set this up any higher. There is no holes on the side, so we'll stay with that. Sometimes you don't really get choice in life in certain decisions. Going off topic a little bit, I sometimes feel a little pinch on my left hip when I'm going into the squat, so I'm going to put a band so I can engage my glutes a lot more when I'm coming up and going down, driving the knees out. I don't feel it as much, so it's a treatment for the issue. Down here, you don't really need to hold your breath, because you'll probably pass out if you did. I also decided to take my shoes off too. Makes me feel the ground, allows me to actually go through that range of motion on my ankle. You should try it too. It makes a whole lot of difference. Or just wear flat shoes or lifting shoes, whichever works for you. Stand tall. Good. I'm telling myself this because I don't want to rush it. Okay. Normal speed. Good. Drive the knees out. Oh yeah, that's gonna be hard when it gets a little bit heavier. This is a warm-up. I mean, it's not too hard, but I gotta be easy on this. When I'm going back, it's a little bit difficult. We love those 1.25s. Don't forget the clips. We're going for 4 sets of 8 repetitions. I can't see myself, so this is hard. Fully walk it back. Don't wanna die now. I got so much life to live. Please. Damn. Oh, I hope that looked good. And to keep myself accountable, I'm gonna set a timer. 2 minutes. Regardless of how I feel, when that timer goes off, I'm going back on the rack. A lot of people take themselves through the lifts where they think they're pushing a 9 of an RPE, but realistically, if they record themselves and watch themselves through the video, really and truly they're probably pushing like a 6 in an RPE. Just they feel like it's a 9, but really, on the visual sense, looking from the external at yourself, you're blitzing through it. You have so much more potential. It's funny, for my body weight, which is I think around 98 kilograms, this ain't really big boy weights if you think about it, but it is for me. Hey, I'm happy for my achievements. Hey, I just want you to know this is very difficult trying to talk during my rest time. But when it comes to the RPE, be mindful. Sometimes there are certain exercises where you shouldn't really push to failure, get close to, because they just aren't safe to bail out of. So a squat, if you know how to bail out of it, then by all means do it. But I wouldn't usually push someone to failure on a squat. Unless, of course, you have those safety racks at the bottom, then you can just stay at the bottom and let go, and they come off. On a squat, don't really push to failure. Get close to, very close to. Let's focus on breathing. I was watching a podcast called Mind Pump, and they're talking about the physiological sigh, where you take a deep breath, where your lungs are so filled, you give yourself a few seconds, and then you try to take another deep breath, and then hold, then you exhale all of that. And that really calms the nerves. I don't know if it's a placebo effect or I genuinely feel calm, but either way, it's working, so I'll stick with it. I just want you to know this is my third set. You will see how hard I'll struggle. It's 8 reps. Oh, man. I don't care what anyone says. That was close to failure. Oh, let's start the timer. This will be my last set of squats. I don't know what accent that is, but please, for my sake, have me in your thoughts and prayers, please. If I had those safety bars at the bottom, I'm sure I could have gone for at least 2 more. Okay, next up we have RDLs, and looking through my program, we have 40 kilograms to do RDLs in, and that's 3 sets of 13 reps. Man, sometimes I question myself. For an RDL, I will not advise to go to failure, because I feel like the first thing that will give will be your back, and you don't want that. And to make me regret life that much more, I set my rest time to 1 minute. What? I'm on my third set now. I'm gonna throw in some straps because my grip will probably start to limit me in this one. Kind of like the people who limit you in life and slow you down. My grip is gonna limit me, so I'm gonna add an additional barrier to stop that. No shade. Gosh, I'm so glad that's done. RDLs are like the worst exercise that I don't look forward to. This is a private gym in Northwood, Trojan Fitness. We don't have any leg extension machines, so I'm gonna do some reverse Nordics instead. Watch, you see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm definitely gonna add some dumbbells to that. I decided to use a med ball only because it'll be more comfortable to hold. I can grip it tight. I'm gonna do 10 with this and then 10 with body weight. Oh, I gotta adjust. 9. Oh. No. It's funny. I'm sure I probably looked like I was going really quick on the last one. Oh my god. And of course, if you have any injuries, aim not to push yourself to failure, because you should really address the injury before you do anything. So I like to do some mobility work right before my lifts to address the injuries, and then I go into my lifts. And then over time, that does progressively help me. So you can try that out. If you feel like there's no progression, then take time off and work on pinpointing those things that hinder your progression, such as maybe you have lack of mobility in your hips or you have bad knees. Address those and then get right back into your training. After doing all that, I feel such an intense pump in my quads, and I'm sure it's noticeable on the camera too. But like, damn, that's tough. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. You notice I probably only did 3 exercises, but I made them really intense for my ability. Of course, on the end, I did a few more core exercises to address other aspects of my training, but I know I'm going to be training 2 additional days, so I didn't want this to be so intense that those 2 other days will suck. Yeah, the moral of the story is push yourself. That internal feeling tends to lie to you sometimes. Like, body will lie to you and tell you that you're working hard, but in reality, you're actually blitzing through the exercises like it's nothing. So record yourself. I hope you found this video very entertaining and insightful in some way, shape or form. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I appreciate you watching. This is me signing out.